The President of Senate, Mr. Ahmed Lawan, says the National Assembly will continue to undertake thorough review of all emergency measures. Lawan stated this at the official unveiling and public presentation of the National Institute of Legislative and Democratic Studies (NILS) publication, A Political Economy of Pandemics and Consequences of COVID-19 for Nigeria.
As Nigeria begins to recover from the impact of the pandemic, we at the National Assembly will continue to undertake a thorough review of all emergency measures, including all relevant legislations, to determine their effectiveness, efficiency, and prepare the government for future emergencies. We will equally maintain oversight of government interventions to ensure comprehensive reporting on how funds and other resources were utilized by relevant government agencies during the pandemic.
In his remarks, Speaker, House of Representatives, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, said Nigeria and indeed the world had in the past year witnessed the global pandemic that had altered lives in fundamental ways. He said the institute had used the instruments of research and data analysis to help Nigerians understand the changes that had happened and were still happening all around.
We have in the past year witnessed in Nigeria and across the world a global pandemic that has altered our lives in fundamental ways. The way we do business, the way we manage the affairs of government, the nature of our interactions with family and friends, all these things have been affected, perhaps permanently. For the most part, we do not yet fully understand the consequences of these developments. In the best traditions of academia, Professor Suleiman and his team at the Institute have sought with this book to give meaning to our collective experiences so that we can better understand ourselves and the world around us. They have used the instruments of research, data analysis, to help us understand the changes that have happened and are still happening all around us. This compendium will guide policy making to ensure that we are better prepared for the next time. And there will be a next time, unfortunately.
Professor Abubakar Suleiman, Director General of NILS, said the book is an in-depth analysis of COVID-19, its implication on the country's social, economic, and political life. Suleiman also said the book was the first of its kind in Nigeria and West Africa as a whole and gives a holistic point of view of the pandemic and how it has affected life.
Indeed, the COVID-19 pandemic has unleashed a global health emergency and an unprecedented economic crisis of historic magnitude. Looking forward, the book shows that the crisis can be an opportunity to think policy, to build back with stronger system for people and economies.
The book reviewer, Professor Samegu, who is the resident electoral commissioner in Niger State, said the solutions to tackling such pandemics laid within the purview of elected officers. He also said that parliamentary oversight of policy measures undertaken to deal with health and economic emergencies were critical to the entire outcome.
The book draws our attention, to the fact that the health emergency posed by COVID-19 is a constant element of human existence, and therefore the institution of the legislature need to structure not only for business continuity plans during pandemics, but also to undertake its core mandate to reflect emergency preparedness across all the sectors of the economy, polity, and society. Draws our attention to the fact that despite appearing as a health emergency with disruptive impact on the health system, the economy, and livelihood of citizens, as well as posing threats to routine electoral activities, among others, pandemics and emergencies are in the end political issues to be addressed by decision makers and politicians.
The News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that leaders, including the Oni of Ife, gave a goodwill message urging stakeholders to carry out peer review to compare with what other nations are going through.
To the glory of God, we thank God Almighty as a nation that the entire universe conspired in our favor. When we're talking about COVID-19, we have every cause to give glory and thanks to our Creator. Yes, we are a very spiritual, very religious nation, but I think it has actually worked for us. We can sit down and talk about the aftermath effect of it, document things, but let us do peer review and compare to a lot of other nations what they're going through. Many nations have not really come out of it, and it's going to take them a long time to come out of it. Yes, COVID-19 is real, it's still part of us, but one way or the other, the universe has conspired to our favor. We need to first of all thank Almighty. In any way we can call on our Creator, it's been very, very magnanimous to us.